Hi, Dustin. Dustin says, I love you all. I love you all too. Happy full moon in Leo. This Leo moon is loving the Leo moon. How about you? It feels amazing. I've had so many, my cat's going a little wild. I've had so many amazing experiences just over the course of the last few days. Really letting go of things that don't matter, that are keeping me small, keeping me stagnant, and just that interesting, strange liminal space that we've been in for a while. Eventually, that and the weather patterns and everything just kind of had its whole grips on me for a while. But I feel alive. I feel a lot of beautiful energy coming from this moon. We're going to dive into what messages want to come through for us all, and really tap into our hearts, because this moon, Leo, is all about the heart. And what does the heart want? The moon is what's shining a giant spotlight in the opposing force, Aquarius, where the sun is, along with Mars and Venus and Mercury and Pluto. They've been working deeply in depth within us to bring to the surface whatever it is that has kept us from our full expression from our heart, from fully coming alive and being able to express what we need to express from the soul, from the heart. Today is also Imbolc. That's just one name for many other cultures celebrate this day, which happens to fall on the full moon today, as the midpoint between the solstice and equinox. And so in honor of Imbolc, I do have my Septarian egg here, because we are fertile. The goddess Bridget, or Brigitte, however you want to pronounce it, Imbolc means in the womb. And it is a celebration of preparing for spring or for new to be birthed. Even though the ground is still frozen, underneath, deep underneath, there are things that are stirring, there are things that are gestating, that are getting ready to be birthed. And so we have the egg here in the womb. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to set it over here, though, because I don't want to break it. It's one of my precious. Isn't that beautiful, though? Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see all the iridescent colors with this light, but incredible. I mean, the things that come from this earth are absolutely blow my mind, amazing and beautiful. So I wanted to sit with you all, read into some messages, and maybe just hold space for each other, to hold our hearts, tap into our hearts, and ask our hearts, what is it that we might want to release into the energy of this full moon, so that we can birth into our truest expression, our heart's expression. Very powerful. On top of that, I will say, I don't know how many of you had an opportunity to actually go outside and look at the moon over the course of the last couple of days, but hi. But it's very bright and very powerful, especially here where I live, because we have a lot of snow. So it's really highlighting all the snow, and it's beautiful. But I felt this moon energy the last couple of days. Last night, I knew there was another energy that came in. Hi, Jessica. I knew another energy that was coming in, because I could feel in my jaw this radiating, it's pain, but it's like a radiating pain. And anytime I get that feeling, especially in the middle of the night, I know, oh, the sun is stirred up again. We've got another solar flare or something. And I turn my phone off at night when I go to sleep, so I didn't know for sure, but my body was pretty much confirming it. And when I woke up this morning, I turned my phone on, and lo and behold, yes, X class, X 1 point something solar flare, and it's been flaring all day, off and on, pretty intensely. So we've got we've got the sun and the moon really powerfully pushing us to take some deep dives within ourselves. Pluto is a huge highlight of the personal planets working in Aquarius, with Mars and Venus and Mercury and the sun. And that is it's the underworld. It's deep, it's primal, it is in depth. And so what is it deep within that is still stuck within your mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual self that has kept you contained, keeps you from your fullest true expression of your heart, keeps you from love, truly love, compassion, acceptance? I'm going to try to keep my eyes off of the chat for just a moment. So we're going to tap into our hearts and ask our heart, what is it that we need to release into the energy of the moon? What is it deep within the earth and the earth's waters that is speaking to us now emotionally? Moons speak to our deep emotions. And this is a chance to really purify and release some really old energies. It was brought to my attention some validation to some messages I've been receiving over the course of a couple of years now. I kept hearing, we're closing the circuit. We have to close the circuit. And it wasn't until last night. I don't know how many of you know of Heather Ensworth, but she has a YouTube channel. She's an astrologer. And she had a guest on. Well, he comes on often as a guest. His name is Keone, and he's an amazing Hawaiian healer. And I don't even know what to call him. He's just an amazing person. And he's connecting dots and receiving messages as well. So for those of us who resonate with certain star systems and receive communication from certain star systems, like myself, a lot of the messages come through either the Pleiadian constellation or the Arcturian constellation, and Lyra as well. That's been brought to my attention more than from many people. But he's been able to connect the dots to closing the circuit, and how we were all born into how things began in the constellation of Draco. And the Draconian influence has a really nefarious and dark side to it, as do we humans. So, we are connected to the stars and the planets. They are a part of us. The Draconian energy, well, this constellation of Draco once had wings and a tail, and over time it's the serpent with wings and a tail, or a dragon. And over time it fell, it lost its wings and the tip of its tail, as did humans. We had a falling in Atlantis where we lost a lot. We lost everything. And what does loss create? Fear. And what do we fear? Loss. So this is really deep. We have the ability to grow back our wings and our tail, so to speak, metaphorically. We can't sit around and wait for someone to come in and rescue us. It is up to us to close the circuit to complete what we came here to complete. And so he had completed, I don't think he is fully complete, and I don't want to give away his work, but we'll say the Draco is the alpha, and that's the beginning point of the hexagon. And the end point is the crux, or the omega, the alpha and the omega. We're kind of stuck at the earth plane, still working through our earthly matters and our connection to earth, our connection to our body, our connection to being human on earth, which is the Pleiadian constellation. We're stuck here, and we have to fulfill and accept the completion of this portion of our journey and our perception of earth. The Hopi had said, you've got to wait for the blue star Kachina if you want to be in the fifth world. Well, the fifth world is Lyra, mastering the material realm. Yes, Dustin, exactly. So we have Draco that then it delegates the energy to our sun. This is the fallen. This is the energy of time and death. It is the most northern and the largest constellation. This is where we have fallen. This is where the experiment began. So many of you, maybe, I know for myself, when I began my journey, I was told this is all an experiment. And I was like, well, I've always felt like I was in some kind of experiment to begin with. So that makes sense. We have to work with that energy, and then working with that, it moves us into the constellation of Arcturus, which is the element of fire, which then, as a response of working with our fire, our passion, our drive, also maybe Mars energy. I'm just kind of going off here a little bit. We move into Sirius, the energy of Sirius, which is water. And working with that as a response with working through water or our emotions, we then move into the Pleiadian constellation, which is Earth. And just as Dustin said, mastering the material realm, which we're still kind of stuck in right now. When we are mastering the material realm, we move into the Lyra constellation, which is the element. Now, Keone thinks his perception is gravity, which I thought that was interesting. And again, I'm not going to like butcher his work or anything, because he's still working with this energy now, but I found it really fascinating. Moving from Lyra, then we move into the cross, the Southern Cross, or the crux, which is the smallest constellation, and the southern constellation, the Omega. When we connect them all together, the Alpha and the Omega, after going through all of these passages, we close the circuit. We no longer are stuck in a linear timeline. Yeah, so I found that really interesting. We can become timeless as humans. And I got a little bit of an experience, an experiment of my own over the weekend of timelessness. I experienced this a lot, but I had a really in-depth experience Friday night with that. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, getting into our heart, connecting to our heart, finding gratitude, deep gratitude for this journey and all that we've experienced, all that we have learned and grown through, how we are evolving. It's absolutely beautiful. It's important not to get stuck in these big, huge emotions that are rising. It's important to feel the emotions. Emotions are timeless. The subconscious is timeless. So when emotions from the subconscious arise, it doesn't make logical sense. It's not supposed to, but we bypass that. We don't honor the emotions that are arising from the heart. And that can be our biggest downfall. we fall into fear. We fall into separation once again. Basically, the end result when we complete the circuit is unity consciousness. Yeah. Unity consciousness in a perceived world of separation, which is incredible. And when you get a taste of it, stay there. I dabble back and forth, but I'm pretty much staying there. But we are humans, so we're on a journey. So don't be hard on yourself. Honor your feelings. They are speaking to us loud and clear. What is your heart telling you? And if you can't find gratitude, why? Keep asking, keep digging. Don't stay stuck in a box. Don't stay stuck in linear time. Okay. And again, the opposing force between, they're actually not opposing each other, they're working in combination. The polarity between Leo and Aquarius is truly the moon, this moon, interesting. I have a moonstone as a lion. This lion, this moon in Leo. Also working with Uranus, thank you, is bringing to the forefront what we can no longer tolerate within ourselves, what we have not honored within our heart. Authenticity, being truly authentic and real, coming from the heart. We can bicker and scream and cry and blame and point the finger and say it's them, it's us against them, it's me, it's you, all we want. We're going to get nowhere. We're spinning around in the same old circle over and over and over again. Many of us are breaking out of that. That is that triad, victim, savior, perpetrator triad that we've been stuck in time with forever. And it is the victim within that plays a lot of those roles, that gets hurt, that gets offended, that gets triggered. And these energies are really helping us to evolve and grow out of that. There's a lot of emphasis on relationships still. Mars and Venus working very closely with each other, with Pluto, the depth, the underworld, what's been hidden is coming to the surface. The truth is being surfaced. I've been saying this for years. The truth is being revealed more and more and more. It's always been hidden in plain sight. It's those of us who have eyes to see have always seen it. But a lot of people are waking up to the truth and their inner wounds and all the emotions that have been hidden are flooding to the surface. Even if it's not from this life, in other lifetimes. All right, let's get into some cards. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing out there? Are you ready? This full moon is also the portal, the window, the door that's opening to the eclipse, the first eclipse of 2026, which also coincides with the Chinese New Year, where we move into the year of the fire horse. So we're not really in the new year yet, but we have an opportunity to really let go of the small self, of what has kept our heart closed or guarded. Childhood wounds, the wounded child is coming up a lot. Leo is the inner child. Are you playful with yourself? Are you playful with life? Or are you still guarded? Do you trust the flow? Do you trust the way? Dustin says, feeling good. Good. Good, so am I. Are you feeling the strength of this energy? It's powerful, it's fiery, it's passionate. And it's got a very strong pull, very strong pull. And that pull is to go inward. And when you go inward, There is a volcano. For a lot of people, there is a lot of energy, volcanic eruptions that want to be free, that want to be liberated. They're coming to the surface. So let that show you if you feel stuck, or something says, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what to do. I need to be free. In whatever area of life it is, check in with yourself. Well, where's that coming from? What part of you is still stuck back in time in a wounded version of self? And it may not make logical sense, but a lot of times we stay stuck in relationships, in jobs, in ways of being because of fear, because of that Draco energy, fear of loss. But this energy won't let up. For anybody who still is holding on to codependency patterns, people-pleasing patterns, you're under the pressure cooker right now. And my heart goes out to you. The energy is asking you to open your heart to yourself, have compassion with yourself. And why are you not free? Are you speaking your truth? Are you living your authentic self, your soul self from the heart? Yeah, we've got some emotional cards here. Thank you. Okay. These cards are reiterating exactly what I just said, but we're going to go a little deeper into them. Yes. Thank you. The overall energy we have here is fulfillment of wishes. What is your heart desire? What is your heart screaming to you right now? What are your wishes? Most likely, if you're not living from your heart, from your passion, from your love, this fulfillment of wishes is swirling around inside right now. It is under the pressure cooker. I do see we have emotional withdrawal. This is a message for anybody who's still stuck in an old version, stuck in an old timeline, stuck in linear time. And you know that you have a wish, a desire that has not been fulfilled yet. It's up to you to fulfill it. You've pulled your energy back into yourself. You're sitting with your feelings, which is important. Now we're at a choice point. It is up to each and every one of us. Some of these may feel like very hard choices to make. And yet, when you follow your heart, when you follow that passion, like I said, this fire, this passion is intense right now. You can't deny it. It's within. And it's geared towards the fulfillment, the wishes, the desires, the dreams, Venus energy. What are you going to do? Choose wisely, the card says. If you keep choosing the same, our comfort zones are being tested and challenged right now as well. If you're just staying comfortable, which most humans are conditioned to do so, you're going to continue to repeat the same patterns over and over again. You're not going to get to this wishes fulfilled. Yes. Thank you, Dustin. Pound Town says, I wish you not to be controlled by Draco Gatilians. Reptilians. Certainly, some people may feel like they are controlled. You're allowing the control. But the thing is, we all have part of the reptilian brain. It's up to us to choose wisely to jump out of that victim, savior, perpetrator role. And you're going to be free. Make the wise choices for yourself to move out of that energy. No fear, just love. Thank you, Dustin. Hello, Krishna. Let's get a little deeper into this. When we move into the eclipse energy, okay, yeah. So eclipses, the first one being on the 17th of February, the solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse, new moon in Aquarius, solar eclipse, fire horse, new energy, brand new energy, new year. That will be when we say Happy New Year to each other, truly. Eclipses are course correctors. Even if you veered off path, way off path, this energy is going to course correct you back onto your soul's path. A lot of things that have been hidden are being uncovered. Yes, if you look at the world stage, of course, that's been happening. Again, all of these things have been going on forever anyway. It's been hidden in plain sight. Now it's just exposed. But we're talking individually. If each and every one of us individually does this inner work, and we stop getting distracted by everything outside of ourselves and stop giving our power over to anything outside of ourselves, waiting for something outside of ourselves to tell us what to do or tell us what's right or wrong or any of that stuff. We come into full sovereignty. We come into freedom. And we trust our soul. We trust the flow. We just got another solar flare. I felt that one. We can do this. We can close this circuit. This is what this year is all about. Dustin says, yes, Paige, and another part of our brain in mammalian, which loves and cares for its offspring and all innocence. Well, yes. Of course. This is where we want to realize. This is also unity consciousness. I am you and you are me. What's in the one is in the whole. We can't see that when we're still in separation. And I know that may go over a lot of people's heads. It just depends on where you are on your path. But this energy is assisting each and every one of us to get there. To actually have compassion and care and empathy and love for every living being on the planet. Human, animal, bug, plant, the planet itself, in bulk, is asking us, what is your relationship with Earth, with nature? Yes, Dustin, what hurts one hurts all, and what helps one helps all. I will tell you, I have done this work for many years, and each time I go deep within and really take a look at whatever's been suppressed, whatever I've denied that I'm a part of, and make the adjustments, make the change, be the change. That's the name of the channel. Without expecting anything to happen, but really wanting to just liberate myself from being suffocated by old energy, old stuff that's been placed on me that I took on. Shame, guilt, pain, trauma. When I let go of those layers, I begin to see the transformation in my loved ones, my family, and my friends. And I don't say anything to them. I don't tell them what I'm doing. This is energy. This is energy transfer, and this is how this works, truly. We affect each other in a big way. So if each and every one of us can take accountability for our own energy and our own actions and our emotions and look at what Pluto's asking us to look at, what's deep in there, not run and hide, stick our head in the sand, or just place blame and and project everything back out to it's all their fault, this world is going to be so much better. We impact one another in a big way. And this is not to say don't stand up for yourself, but take a look. Practice the pause. Take a look. Are you reacting or are you responding to things? Is there a victim aspect, a wounded aspect inside that is lashing out or reacting? Truly change the world starts with the man in the mirror. That's right, Dustin. That's right. And this energy is so super supportive. And what it's really doing is shining a giant spotlight on all of these things. Uranus is the energy that makes the changes for us that we're not able to make. Sometimes that's not very pleasant. Usually it's the Tower card. It's not very pleasant. But when we can take accountability for, okay, what was my part in this? Okay, yeah. How was I projecting that out? How was I being a part of that? This is super important, you guys. Super important. This is the only way this world is going to change. This is the only way humanity is going to be free. And I've gotten many tastes of this liberation and how beautiful unity consciousness is. I've been out of my body. I've seen the other side. I don't know how else to put it to you guys. But we've been lied to. This is an experiment. We've been lied to about a lot of stuff. And it's important to get in touch with the heart. The heart is a vortex. When you unravel the heart, it looks like the double helix of our DNA. It is powerful. It is our force, our life force energy is connected to source energy, God. Okay. Do we want to keep going? Is there another message? Okay, we're going to, another message. I lost it. There was another, What else were you saying? Okay. It's going to come back to me. What are we doing with that one? We have a lot of harmonious aspects, but we do have a square, which is Uranus. Is making a square to, I believe it's Venus and Mercury. Now I don't remember. But that's the tension. That's a 90-degree angle that pulls. It's a tension. It's friction. We need friction sometimes. We're completing the year of the snake. Thank you. That was it. Okay. Completing the year of the snake. The snake sheds its skin in order to grow. We are growing. We are evolving. We are shedding old versions of ourselves, old perceptions, old mentalities, old archaic ways of being. We're at the very end. We have 2 more weeks of this, guys. 2 more weeks of shedding skin. And that's when it really gets intense, if you haven't been paying attention. And when a snake is shedding its skin, I don't know if I mentioned that on this planet before, sometimes it's got to go into like rocks and caves and rub up against the rocks to really remove the last patches of old skin. It needs that friction, tension, to release the old. So we find that sometimes we have stubborn energies, and the fixed signs are going to be the most stubborn, right? Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus, I believe. Yeah. But if you've been following the trail, if you've been following the path and the astrology or the map or your heart or your soul's path, you know what's going on. You're not going to really have a hard time in this. But for those who don't know, and you're having there's a lot being thrown at you, or just a lot of tension inside, like a volcano wanting to erupt, this is why. You've got some old skin that just has not been shed yet. You're growing, you're evolving. We all are. In a big way, profound. And I'll tell you, some of the things that were shown to me about myself over the last couple of days, I was like, oh, quite surprised. Oh, I had this old perception of something being a certain way, and I've got to let that go, because there's more ways to look at this than my wounded self. Dustin, yes, and after the release, it's full speed ahead with the fire, spirit, horse energy. Yeah, full speed ahead, for sure. For sure. And a lot of us do need that get up and go. We've been in this like long drug out energy through 2025, shedding the skin. You may have felt exhausted, tired, our energy's leaking everywhere, and confused, frustrated. That energy is about to change, especially for those of us who've been really working with this energy consciously. Yes, Dustin, outdated beliefs are being realized for us to take action, making changes. Yep. Or even just a perception shift. That's all it took for me. It was like my energy, the energy that was being directed towards a certain scenario, I was shown it in a different light, and I was shown how I was still seeing it from an old wounded aspect of myself. And I was like, oh, I do not want that, and shifted it, and lo and behold, the whole scenario shifted. And this is all internal work, but it works. It manifests outside of yourself. What's in also happens without. As within, so without. This is where all these sayings are coming from. It's energy. We're working energy with our emotions, with our energy body, with all the layers of ourselves. It's quite profound. It's beautiful. And for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, especially, take a look outside at night. You might see auroras pretty strongly in these couple of nights. I'll tell you, even with this full moon recently, the stars have been really bright here where I live, where they're not normally that bright. I feel like something has become very prominent in the skies for me anyway. Okay. We're gonna get into more cards here. What do you guys think? Should we read into the elements? I think that's a good idea. In light of the full moon. But before we do, let's just take another moment. I'm gonna bring my candle back out here. Let's just take another moment and sit with our heart and ask the heart what it needs to release. Are you able to feel unconditional love for yourself and everybody on this planet? And if not, why? That why is a good indicator of what needs to shift or adjust or change. I've got wax leaking out of this candle, I just realized. Are you able to feel gratitude, compassion, empathy? If not, there's a wounded aspect of self that needs your attention. Oh my, I didn't realize this was leaking so bad. Okay, we're gonna put that back there. Hold on, guys. I don't need to be burning my tablecloth. There. That's better. Whatever arises, if you do some tapping maybe on the heart, whatever arises, it's up to you. It's up to each and every one of us. But this energy is saying, I will take that. I will take that for you. Give it to the moon. Give it to the earth. Give it to the ethers. Give it to the stars. You don't need to carry it anymore. Unless you really want to. Unless you really want to stay in that loop. This is the time. It's a beautiful time. Okay. This is a time. This egg is about to crack open with new birth. This is within each and every one of us. What is your relationship to yourself? What is your relationship to your body? What is your relationship to the earth, to nature, to the nature of yourself? Do you realize you are an eternal soul having this human experience? And do you want to break free from the limitation and the separation that has been, yes, placed on you, but it was our job, our duty, our responsibility to break out of that, because the heart speaks louder. The soul speaks louder than the patriarchy, than the... We won't go into all of that. Okay. Well, let's start with fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Aquarius. Let's see what comes through for the fire signs. And these can be for all. We all have all 12 zodiac archetypes, just placed in different areas and aspects of ourselves, stronger than others. Aries, Leo, Aquarius. A lot of fire. Sagittarius, you're right. I was wondering why I said Aquarius. Thank you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It didn't feel right. Whew. I'm getting tired. I did just have moon circle before I came on here, and I was feeling the energy alive, very potent. So thank you. It didn't feel right though. Aries, Leo, Sag. What do we have for the fire signs? Whew. We are using the Cosmic Tarot. Working with a lot of cosmic energies tonight. I like this. Oh, my heart just lit up. Aries, Leo, Sag. What do we have for fire? Thank you. Ooh. What a lovely mix. Okay. So fire signs. You have a really deep desire to get to the point of King of Swords, where your perception is so crystal clear. You cut through all of the BS. Wisdom, clarity, psychic senses, very strong psychic senses. It's interesting, the hawk on here. I can't tell you how many hawks have been flying over me in the last 2 days. Massive. I had an eagle flying over my car and did like circles, and then when I got home, a giant hawk did the same thing. And I know why. Because I put it out there. I said, no more of something. My fire came out and it listened, and the energy came back and said, this is clear now. And I feel like you're on the crux of getting to this point where the hawks, the birds are speaking to you, and you're finding that inner fire, that clarity, that crystal clear. Nothing is confusing anymore. You see through everything. It is a period of sitting with your emotions, contemplating. Very important. Good for you. Connecting the dots. Picking up what the universe is putting down. Not missing any details. You may have had to go back through some of your emotional experiences to get a clearer picture of your life's journey and what it was teaching you, and how it's molding and shaping you to be a free, sovereign being, the king that you are. To move into, and you've got another king here too, where nothing and nobody outside of yourself has control over you whatsoever. So this is good. Taking your time, being very patient and grateful and present. Wise. It was very wise. And we have the King of Wands. Look at that. Talk about fire. Determination. Passion. Never going to give up on this journey. You're actually enjoying this journey now. You might not have been enjoying it. Like, a lot of the journey has not been enjoyable. I will definitely speak to that. But when we finally level up with ourselves, and we're not giving our power away and our energy away to anybody or anything, and we're giving it back to ourselves, and we're trusting the flow, we are trusting the way. I'm hearing that song, The Way Knows the Way. And that, what the way is within your heart, within you, your soul. You're able to make things happen. Not with force, not with controlling, but with your energy. And this is how it works. I will do Earth next. Thank you for having my back. Yeah, that's beautiful. Whoo! I love that, fire signs. And it really is important for us to sit with ourselves, with our emotions, or really, what did I miss? Did I miss something? Allow it to rewind the tape and play it over as many times as possible. Show me what's stuck in me, what's left, what am I feeling, what am I not feeling, what am I refusing to feel? You're doing all that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. What's below that? 10 of Pentacles. Once you get to that crystal clear clarity, you're soaring high above everything else. Watch the world change within you. Money, stability, whatever it is that you're desiring is going to come flooding your way, if it hasn't already. Beautiful. Beautiful. Whew. Yeah, let's do Earth signs next. Woo! Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What do we have for the Earth signs? I like doing the elements here. This is fun. Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest. It can be your sun, moon, rising, Mars, Venus. Just take them all. Take all 4 elements. There's pieces of truth in everything for everybody anyway. I definitely resonated I resonate with them all. All right. What do we have for earth signs? What's going on with the earth signs, please? Two of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel there's a release here for sure. Like, it's almost like a giant exhale. Okay. All right, earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So we start off, overall energy is the Seven of Wands. It is in reverse. And I love this depiction of the Seven of Wands. It speaks of the performance we put on for others, the show, the roles we play. It's not authentic to our heart and soul, but it's so embedded and ingrained within us that we sometimes don't even consciously realize that we're doing it. A lot of these roles were placed on us in young years, in our childhood even. Responsibility or whatever it is. This is performance for others. It's in reverse. I think you're dropping the act, earth signs. You can only play that act for so long. Eventually this energy is a pressure cooker. It's like, I need to be me. I need to be real. I feel like I need to breathe. This is in relationships. We have Two of Cups in reverse. So there's a relationship to somebody that it may be past its expiration date, meaning whatever you've been giving to this relationship, whatever performance you've been playing in this relationship, I'm hearing the jig is up. The jig is up. But you know what? I think you're realizing why you kept perpetuating this relationship dynamic to begin with. There was some definitely stubborn energy, but we had the Eight of Cups. It's in reverse. Grief, shame, guilt. Looking at the glass half empty instead of half full, and this glass is you, this glass is life. It's not the relationship. It's just, oh, well, things aren't gonna, I'm not gonna get anything better. I'm not gonna, this is all I know. All I know is to play this role, this part. This is in reverse now. This is changing. It's changing within you, or you made the conscious choice to make the change. I'm not sure. We do have the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to pull one more card for that, because that's that stubborn energy there. Holding on to something. This could be a fear. Okay, thank you. There's a fear here. You're going to lose something, maybe money or some kind of status or something, if you really follow this through all the way. But your advice is to continue with your growth, your soul's path. Give me one more on the Four of Pentacles, please. You're not meant to put on a performance for whoever this person is. I mean, it can even be our own children. We do that, like the roles that we play. And eventually it's like, you know, especially adult children. I got to drop the act. I got to speak my truth. I got to be authentic. I got to be real. Let me be real with you. If you don't like the real me, well, sorry. I was under the influence of, or the spell, so to speak, of what was taught to me by my parents and society and others. that this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to act this way. No, you're not. You're dulling down your intuitive senses when you're doing that. I think you just got tired of it. Really tired of this. Give me one more on the Four of Pentacles, please. The World in reverse. Okay, so, okay. The world in reverse showed up. So because this is such a repetitive cycle, I think that you've like jumped out of this before, like came out of this role before and then went back in and came out and went back in. Other people's opinions. Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's why we perform, right? We don't want to let anybody down. We don't want to let anybody down. Oh, my candle went out. Interesting. Your fire's going out, Earth signs, by continuously perpetuating this cycle. It's time to tap into your soul, your sun. What makes you happy? What lights you up? What brings you to life? You got the King of Cups in reverse. You're not loving yourself. You're not giving love and compassion and empathy to yourself. You're giving it all away. And like I said before, in these energies, the people pleasers, which I fall in that category. Well, most of us do. Empaths, we're all codependent, like trying to not be codependent people pleasers anymore, which is totally this energy, which you're also totally in that energy or coming out of that energy. But it's such a habitual pattern that we sometimes fall back into it. So you're being tested. Will you go back to old ways or not? Pay attention. Where's your heart? What's your heart saying? What's your heart speaking? Okay. Whew. Good job, though. Recognize how far you've come. I feel like you've done that before. Don't fall back into old ways again. You're going to be pleasantly surprised with yourself and with how your relationship dynamics change when you're honest and real with yourself and you actually allow yourself to be that outwardly. That forms intimacy, true intimacy, not sexual intimacy, allowing people to see into you, into me, I see. When you do that, it also allows others to drop their act and role. And then we have real, true, authentic relationships. You can look into somebody's eyes. You can feel their energy. You can telepathically communicate. It's incredible. It's amazing. Who's next? Oh, let's do air for Aquarius. Yes. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Air signs. And sometimes it's such an embedded, ingrained pattern. I have it too. I catch myself. I'm like, ooh. It's a protection mechanism too sometimes. We were taught, a lot of us were taught, fake it till you make it. No, that's not how you do it. You just be real. Be you. Connect to you and your heart. All right, air signs. Whoo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Did I mention? I have not mentioned on the live. Before I get into this reading, sorry, pause for a moment. I started a members only portion of this channel. No obligation to join, but I wanted to mention it because there is a button that says join now. I didn't realize it was published. I just fill out all the forms and stuff. On that channel, there will be extended readings that you get, members only videos, which are things that I don't fully disclose here in public YouTube for various reasons. And members only lives, members only live chats. There's a bunch of options. So you can click it and see what the options are and check it out. See if you want to join. Just want to put that out there. Okay. Sorry, air signs. Let's get back in. I always forget. I forget to promote myself. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do we have for the air signs, please? Temperance. There's an energy within you that is really coming into balance. Okay. It was kind of sideways. Well, all right. Okay. Nine of Cups. Six of Cups. Aww. This is beautiful. The only thing, air signs, and this is classic air energy, sometimes your mind gets in the way, or your mind plays tricks on you. I know that my son is a double Gemini. Gemini sun and rising. And I see it firsthand. Overthinking. And you're here and you're there and you just don't know where you're at with something. But the beautiful thing is your emotions, your feelings are in the driver's seat right now. There's an important relationship to you or an important energy in the relationship department that brings you back to childhood memories. Just your authentic self, your real self, your childlike wonder self. And it feels so good. It's amazing. You love it. It is helping to bring you into balance. It's helping you temper your nervous system. The nervous system is certainly getting a workout in these energies as well. So take good care of your nervous system, everybody. Make sure to increase your magnesium. But there's a balance, meaning that you're not putting so much emphasis and focus on whether your cup is full or somebody else's cup is full, whether you're taking care of your needs or you're taking care of somebody else's needs. This is where you like your needs and other people's needs. You're realizing everybody else can take care of their emotional stuff too. When I take care of my emotional stuff, that really helps. That's a ripple effect. It helps the energetic connection because we're all mirrors to each other. You might not fully understand this mentally because I do see that we have the Two of Swords, which is like on the fence. Oh no. Defensive. Okay. There's a part of you that's still defensive. Like, I don't want to go back. And the other part's like, you're not going back. We're going forward. But there's like a protective mechanism that's still working within you. So pay attention to that. That's important. Because we have the Nine of Cups. You're working towards the Nine of Cups, which is the ultimate, well, 9 and 10 of Cups, both like how you truly desire to connect and relate to other people, how you share your love, how you share how you're feeling. It's beautiful. And we do have the 10 of Cups below the 6 of Cups. Oh, you are moving into a whole new, it's actually not even new. The relationship dynamics that you had experienced in the past, maybe in your childhood, maybe somewhere in your life where everything was just free and you didn't feel so responsible for other people's feelings. Not that, you don't care, but you're not responsible. Something happened to you where suddenly you felt like you were responsible for other people's feelings. And that's changing. So don't let the mind really throw this off for you, okay? This moon is really working with you. Things are moving in a beautiful direction where you're having amazing relationship dynamics again, and you can be free, liberated from that codependency, caretaking, people-pleasing energy. I think that's going to be coming through a lot of these readings. So that's what I have for the air signs. Beautiful. Remember, The mind runs the show, so don't let it sway you in the wrong direction. Don't take it back into a dark time of your life. That's over. The past is over. It's done. Don't recreate it again. Okay. All right. Last but not least, water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What do we have for the water signs? Whew. I got another blast in my heart. Beautiful feeling. I also feel like there's a lot of laughter going on right now for some of you. Or just like that true happiness, like lightheartedness. Thank you. Which is tough for a water sign who feels so much. All right, let's see what wants to come through for water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That definitely is not what I was feeling. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, reverse. Oh, here's a hidden element. Okay. Hidden element. Something you might want to pay attention to. Okay. That's why they blasted me with the heart. So there's so much love here, water signs, and you have so much love to give and receive. So much. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse tells me that the karmic wheel hasn't quite turned its notch yet. It's waiting for you to dive into one more aspect of your life deeper than you have before. Are you ready? 9 of Wands. You see how guarded this person is? Blocking the heart, the Leo lion. Defensive. Or just on high alert. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not dropping all my guard quite yet. It all looks lovely, feels lovely, lighthearted, yes. But I'm not quite ready to drop the story I'm hearing. There's something that you're perceiving because it was really painful, really painful. And it's caused you to put up a wall over your heart in an aspect of life. They're saying in an aspect of life from some deep, painful experience that you've had when it comes to love, unconditional love, and really, truly a deep, heartfelt connection that you've had with somebody. You had your heart broken in the past. And even though you think you've gotten over it, which you have for the most part, but there's something here that the universe, this moon, wants you to take a look at. Okay. There's a deep hidden fear inside that you might not fully see, but this might resonate. Take what resonates. If I drop my guard for the next person to come along or this person to come back, there's a fear there that you're going to get hurt all over again. Or tricked, I'm hearing. Or something like that. This is what you want to take a look at so that you can complete this cycle. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's not quite complete. Your mind may have said, I've gotten over this, I've overcome this, but the cards are telling me that your heart has not, and we are in the Leo moon. So the message is to really sit and give yourself that love, that compassion, acceptance for what happened, and the ability to go deeper and let it show you why it happened, what it was meant to really show you, and that it wasn't coming from a place of really trying to hurt you. You may have felt like somebody intentionally tried to hurt you. It probably looked that way. It seemed that way. But you don't know what was going on in their perception and their heart and their mind. So this, when you're able to turn, they're saying like shift your perception, almost like a kaleidoscope. Can I see this in a different way? Even though you don't have all the evidence out there yet, can I see this in a different way? And if so, does that allow me not just acceptance, but forgiveness? Does that allow me to open my heart all the way? Even if maybe somebody will hurt my heart again. Your heart is solid. It is solid gold. You're not some precious little porcelain doll, but the wounded child in you is. So sit with that part of you. Sit with the wounded aspect of you and bring it to the forefront. Most likely this moon is doing this for you. Bring it to the forefront and give it love, just like you would a child that has been hurt. Give it love and compassion and empathy, and ask yourself to try to see this in a new light, in a new perception. Well, that's what I have for the water signs. Okay. And the viewers just dropped. It's funny. Oh my. Well, this is beautiful. This is amazing. Thank you all for being here. I think Spirit wants me to pull one last card for us all to wrap this up on this full moon, and then go outside, even if it's just for 2 minutes, because it's like in the negatives or single digits here. But take a look at the moon and say, I release this. I really want to elevate myself into, I don't want to carry this anymore. I want to open my heart all the way. I want to see everything in a new light. I want to be free. I want to be light. We're going to pull from the native spirit. You're welcome. Last message for us all. Take care of yourself in this solar weather, by the way. Drink lots of water. Keep yourself hydrated. There could be some old physical pains coming back to life. And put out a prayer for me, please. Because tomorrow, I'm going to be honest and vulnerable and authentic. Tomorrow, I have to have 2 teeth extracted. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'm trying to be brave. I'm trying to be really brave. But who wants to have teeth pulled out of their mouth, right? So I ask you guys to keep me in your hearts for tomorrow for the extraction of 2 teeth. And I know I hate the dentist too. At least they're in the back, but still. Thank you. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Like, I might need a little extra support, energetic support. All right. Final message for us all. Okay. We have nature spirits. Ooh. Okay. Did fly out, I know. Oh, thank you. Cindy, you just went through that. I know my son had it and my sister. I think a lot of people are getting the same tooth too, or getting their teeth extracted. It's like root canal went bad. They don't last forever apparently, so It is what it is. I have to accept, be brave, but I don't like the dentist. All right, we have nature spirits. Oh, the card meaning joy, delight, peaks of carefree abandon. Live wildly, magically, and free. Be open to the wonders of universe flooding into your life. Innocence and delight are abounding. Happiness is on its way. Your native spirit wants you to know almost every indigenous culture recounts stories of fairies, often called little people, and nature spirits. Although some of the fairies act in protection of their wild lands and should be treated with care and respect, most often they bring blessings and delight to all in their realm. Oh, I have that at my house. All the birds and everything too. Okay, sorry. If this nature spirits card chooses you, then welcome to a wellspring of joy and magic. Beneath the surface, mystical interventions are occurring in your life. Relax. All is well. I really feel like this was a personal message too. But it's true. It's so true. Pay attention to the nature spirits and how they are speaking to you. It is such a beautiful, magical, wondrous time to be alive. And we can really capture the essence of what it is to be in unity consciousness, in timelessness, and connected to the beauty of the all. I just love it. I love it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Well, I think that concludes this evening's full moon reading. Oh, good evening. We're done doing the readings. You can go back to the replay. I did pull for each of the elements. I'm going to post this as soon as I get off. I love you all too. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you for moderating. So much love to you all. Go outside and really soak in the energy of this full moon. It is beautiful. And if there's anything that we need to release it, let it go, and invite in the nature spirits, the joy, the delight, the magical, mystical world. That is where it's at. So enjoy. So much love to you all. Take care. Bye.